The palace of planet Orlis never truly slept. Soft blue lights floated in the air like slow-moving stars, and the walls of living crystal whispered with quiet energy. Every hallway was clean, perfect, and controlled. This was the heart of the Xeric Empire, ruled by Queen Diana. Queen Diana was known across many galaxies. She was strong, calm, and feared. Her decisions had ended wars. Her fleets protected thousands of worlds. When she spoke, even generals listened in silence. Many believed she had no weakness. But inside the royal nursery, Queen Diana faced a problem no army could solve. Crying, the sound echoed through the chamber again and again. It was sharp, endless, and full of pain. Princess Lyra, the queen's only daughter, would not stop crying. Lyra was still very young. Her skin glowed like soft silver, and her eyes were large and violet, filled with strange energy. Machines hovered around her cradle, checking her health every second. Royal nurses stood nearby, exhausted and afraid. "She is healthy," said the chief doctor for the 5th time. "Her body is strong. Her mind is active. There is no illness, then why does she cry?" Queen Diana asked. Her voice was low. But the room felt cold when she spoke. No one answered. Queen Diana stepped closer to the cradle. Lyra cried harder when she sensed her mother near, her small hands glowing with unstable energy. The machines beeped faster. Queen Diana clenched her fists. She had faced cosmic storms without fear. But this sound cut deeper than any weapon. "Leave us," Diana said. The nurses and doctors bowed quickly and left the room. Now alone, Queen Diana looked down at her daughter. "I have given you everything," she whispered. "Why are you not at peace?" Lyra only cried louder, far from the royal chambers. In a quiet service corridor, a human janitor pushed a cleaning cart across the smooth floor. His name was Adam Cole. Adam was not important on Orlis. Humans were allowed on the planet only for simple work. They cleaned, repaired, and followed rules. They did not speak unless spoken to. Adam had lived on Orlis for 3 long years. He missed Earth every day. He missed rain, street noise, and warm food cooked by hand. On Orlis, everything was efficient but cold. As Adam cleaned the floor near the upper levels, he heard a sound that made him stop crying. He listened carefully. This was not the normal sound of an alien child. This crying was full of deep sadness. "That sounds like pain," Adam said quietly to himself. He knew the rules. Humans were not allowed near the royal nursery. Breaking that rule could mean prison or worse. But the crying did not stop. Adam's feet moved before his mind could stop them. He pushed his cart slowly forward, pretending to clean as he followed the sound. The closer he got, stronger the feeling in his chest became. It reminded him of something from Earth. Of nights when his little sister cried and nothing helped until someone stayed with her. Adam reached the open doors of the royal nursery. Inside, the air glowed with soft energy. Machines floated in perfect order. Royal nurses stood tired and confused. And in the center of the room, Princess Lyra cried in her cradle. Adam froze. One of the nurses turned and gasped. "Human, you must leave now." "I'm sorry," Adam said quickly. "I was just cleaning. I heard the sound." Before the nurse could say more, the room became silent. Queen Diana had entered. Every being in the room bowed instantly. Adam dropped to one knee. His heart pounding. Queen Diana's eyes moved across the room and stopped on him. "A human." She said. Double quotes, "Yes. My queen," Adam replied, keeping his head down. "Janitor Adam Cole." Lyra cried louder, her energy flashing. Queen Diana looked at her daughter. Then back at Adam. "You heard her cries," Diana said. "Yes. My queen." "And you came closer?" Diana said again. Adam nodded slowly. She sounded lonely. The word hung in the air, lonely. No scientist had used that word before. Queen Diana studied Adam for a long moment. She saw fear in him, but also honesty. "Stay," Diana said. The nurses gasped. "My queen." One whispered. "I said stay," Diana repeated. Adam's eyes widened. But he did not move. Queen Diana walked toward the cradle. Lyra cried, then paused, sensing the change. Queen Diana turned to Adam. "Tell me, human, on your world, what calms a child who cries like this?" Adam swallowed. "Sometimes it is not medicine," he said carefully. "Sometimes it is comfort. Something familiar." "Familiar?" Diana asked. "Yes," Adam replied. "A smell. Taste. A memory." Lyra's crying softened for a moment. Queen Diana noticed. She straightened. "Then speak more," she said. "What could you give my daughter that my empire cannot?" Adam hesitated. Then he answered honestly. "An earth dish." The room went silent. The silence after Adam's words felt heavy, as if the air itself had stopped moving. An earth dish, the royal nurses looked at one another in shock. The scientists standing near the walls reacted at once. "Impossible," one said. "Human." "Food is untested," said another. "It could damage the princess's energy balance," a third warned. Their voices grew louder, overlapping with fear and anger. Queen Diana raised one hand. The room fell silent instantly. Her eyes stayed on Adam. "Explain," she said. Adam's throat felt dry, but he forced himself to speak. "On Earth, food is more than fuel," he said slowly. "Some food brings calm. It reminds us of safety, of home. And you believe this feeling can stop her pain?" Diana asked. Adam nodded. "I believe it can help." Princess Lyra cried again, but this time her voice was weaker. Her small hands glowed, then dimmed. Queen Diana noticed every detail. "What dish?" she asked. Adam thought quickly. Alien children were fragile. He needed something simple. "Rice porridge," he said. "Soft, warm, easy to digest, with milk and a little honey." The scientists reacted at once. Milk is a mammal fluid. Honey is unregulated. This is reckless. Queen Diana turned sharply toward them. "So is doing nothing," she said coldly. She looked back at Adam. "You will prepare this dish." Adam's heart jumped. "My queen." "You will do it under full observation," Diana continued. "If my daughter is harmed, your life will end." Adam bowed deeply. "I understand." Guards escorted Adam through secure corridors to an unused royal kitchen. The doors sealed behind him with a low hum. The kitchen was filled with alien devices, smooth and unfamiliar. Adam took a slow breath and focused. He found basic tools after searching carefully. He adjusted the heat system, watching the strange symbols change color as the water warmed. Memories filled his mind. He remembered being sick as a child. His mother sitting beside him. The smell of rice porridge filling their small kitchen. The warmth. The quiet comfort. Adam poured the rice slowly, stirring carefully. He added milk in small amounts, testing the texture. When it was ready, he added just a touch of honey. A soft, familiar smell spread through the room. Even the guards outside the kitchen paused. "That smell," one murmured. "It feels peaceful." Adam placed the porridge into a small bowl designed for alien infants. His hands trembled as he carried it back. Every step felt like walking toward judgment. Inside the nursery, Queen Diana waited. Her posture was calm, but her eyes were sharp. Adam knelt. "It is ready." The scientists moved closer. Scanning the bowl, no harmful reactions detected, one said. Confused, Adam dipped a clean spoon and slowly brought it toward Princess Lyra. At first, she cried louder. Then she paused. Her eyes focused on the spoon. The glow around her body softened. Adam gently touched the spoon to her lips. Lyra tasted it. Time seemed to stop. Her eyes widened. The crying ended suddenly, like a switch being turned off. She made a small sound. Not pain. Curiosity. Adam offered another. "Spoon?" Lyra accepted it eagerly. Gasps filled the room. The energy readings stabilized. The machines beeped softly, calm instead of alarmed. Queen Diana stepped closer. Her breath slow. Lyra finished the bowl and leaned back. Her eyes closed. Within moments, she fell asleep. The nursery was silent. A peaceful silence. The palace had not known for many cycles. Queen Diana looked down at her sleeping daughter. For the first time since Lyra's birth, her shoulders relaxed. She turned to Adam. "You did what my empire could not," Diana said. Adam bowed. "I only cooked my queen." Diana shook her head slightly. "No, you listened." She faced the room. "From this moment forward, this human is under my protection." The scientists lowered their heads. Queen Diana looked back at Adam. "You will remain close to my daughter," she said. "You will teach us about this human comfort." Adam's eyes widened. "Yes, my queen." As Lyra slept peacefully, the balance of the Xerac Empire quietly began to change. The palace of Orlis changed quietly. There were no announcements. No public celebrations. Yet everyone felt it. The endless tension that once filled the royal halls slowly faded. Replaced by something unfamiliar, warmth. Warmth. Princess Lyra woke from her sleep calm and curious. She no longer cried through the cycles. When she grew restless, she looked for one thing, Adam. The human janitor no longer pushed a cleaning cart. He was given clean robes and a small living space near the royal nursery. Guards still watched him, but their eyes held curiosity now, not doubt, each day. Adam prepared simple earth meals under supervision. Rice porridge remained Lyra's favorite, but he slowly introduced other soft foods. Steamed vegetables. Warm soups. Gentle flavors. Lyra laughed when she ate. That sound reached places in the palace that commands never could. Queen Diana often stood behind the glass walls of the nursery, watching silently. She saw how Lyra reached for Adam's hand, how her energy stabilized when he spoke softly. One evening, Diana entered the nursery alone. "Leave us," she told the guards. They obeyed without question. Diana approached Adam. "You have changed my daughter," she said. Adam lowered his head. "She changed me to my queen." Diana studied him carefully. "You do not fear me as others do." Adam hesitated, then spoke honestly. "I respect you. But when I see Lyra, I see a child, not a ruler's heir." For a long moment, Diana said nothing. Then she nodded. "Sit," she said. They sat near the cradle. Lyra slept peacefully, holding a small spoon in her hand. "My empire values strength," Diana said quietly. "Power, control. Emotion is seen as weakness." Adam listened. "I was raised the same way," Diana continued. "I learned to rule before I learned to care." Adam spoke gently. "On Earth, strength and care can exist together." Diana looked at him. "You truly believe that?" "Yes," Adam replied. "The strongest people I knew were kind." Diana looked back at her daughter. The next cycle. Queen Diana made a decision that shocked the empire. She ordered that humans working on Orlis be treated as citizens, not tools. They were given voices, choices, protection. The council protested. "This will weaken us," they said. Diana stood tall. "No," she replied. "It will complete us." News spread across the Xerac Empire. Other species watched closely. The most powerful queen in the galaxy was changing her rule, and it began with a human. Janitor. Lyra grew stronger with each cycle. Her energy became stable, balanced between logic and emotion. Scientists studied her and found something new. "She has traits we have never seen," one reported. Empathy, emotional intelligence, adaptability. Queen Diana smiled slightly. "She is learning from many worlds." One day, Lyra ran through the palace halls, laughing. She stopped in front of Diana and Adam. "Food," she said proudly. Adam laughed. "Yes, food." Diana watched them and felt something unfamiliar. Hope?
Years later, Lyra stood beside her mother on the royal balcony. She was no longer a crying child, but a calm and thoughtful young leader. Below them, beings from many species gathered. Queen Diana spoke. "Our empire was built on strength," she said. "But strength alone is empty. Today we choose balance." She placed a hand on Lyra's shoulder. Lyra stepped forward. I learned that comfort can change hearts, she said. A simple meal can stop a war inside the soul. The crowd was silent. Adam stood at the edge, older now, smiling quietly. Lyra turned toward him. Thank you, she said. Adam Boit. Thank you for listening. As the stars shimmered above Orlis, the Zyrak Empire entered a new age. Not one ruled by fear, but one shaped by kindness. And it all began when an alien queen's daughter stopped crying, because a human remembered how to cook with love.